What's up?
Oh, is that to me?
That's to everybody.
Just to everybody. Okay. Well, what's up?
Yeah,
This beautiful sky, these beautiful clouds. What's always up?
we live
That's right.
in real time.
It's about time.
Well, damn.
It's about time.
Yeah, I know y'all waiting on the track.
Mm.
Cut your girl a little slack.
Uh,
It's Young Jack.
Young Phoebe.
Right.
Hmm.
What's up, what's up, what's up, family? It's good to see y'all live, too. It's
Here,
a beautiful day.
Leah, let me squeeze on in here. Okay.
Okay, we under the gazebo.
Under the gazebo.
Oh, you squeezing in and shit?
Yeah, I'm squeezing in. See?
Don't
Got
shake,
my
don't,
foot.
don't shake the boat.
Don't shake the boat. Okay.
Don't tip the boat over.
Which boat is that, by the way?
I don't know, we shake up a lot of boats. Oh, by the way, we did a pre-recorded video that we're gonna upload
Hmm.
later today before we went live. So
Right.
we'll make sure we have a constructive video and we'll upload that. But it's good to see y'all.
It's good to be seen.
Yes.
So let's talk. Let's talk about what's on our minds, besides being the very best versions of ourselves,
Okay.
that we can be.
I'm just chilling. Let more people climb in before I get
Okay.
to
Get in good, right?
right.
Okay.
Thank you. Y'all look beautiful too. I love to see y'all in the comments. You know we go live. We don't give nobody no warning.
No, we just pop out.
Right.
We just pop out on
Right. And when you get in that flow state,
you.
you just want to keep it going. So
Hmm.
we're gonna flow with you.
We've been flowing today real well.
We've been outside a lot too.
Yeah. But it's beautiful to be outside. We're in winter 6 months long, so I'm taking advantage of every opportunity I can be out.
Okay. We
Okay.
got it.
We got it. I'm back outside.
Back outside. Niggas done made me mad.
Huh?
Niggas done made me mad again. No, but in our video that we just recorded a few minutes ago, we was talking about the FBAs and we was talking about the reparations thing and
Hmm.
how our shorts, some people misunderstood it a little bit and we broke it down.
And it's just it causes you to think. That's what we want you to do. We want you to expand your mind.
Right,
Open your mind up to other ideas.
right. And when we mentioned the social constructs, a lot of people was in our comments talking about everything is a social construct. Everything is a man-made construct. Everything. So what the fuck am I talking about, right? But I found it funny because everything, excuse me, though everything is a man-made construct, everything man-made is not good for man. So they was like, well, shit. What's the difference between being a Niji and FBA? They both man-made constructs. And I said, well, I'm saying to myself mostly. I don't respond to this shit. Well, I'm like, well, the difference is Niji is a part of the original languages that was spoken here on Turtle Island,
It's a
which
spiritual
means
tie to the island.
it has more spiritual ties than foundationally Black American. Or if you look up on Amazon, on Google, it's fulfillment by Amazon.
Yeah, think about that. Fulfillment by Amazon. You didn't
We
even
can look it up.
come up with anything new, okay?
Don't do that to them.
Well,
See, because they still learning.
they're still learning. All
So
right.
let's learn together.
Okay.
So when I look up FBA, just off the bat, I see fulfillment by Amazon. I'm like, Amazon is all over y'all shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look up Niji on Google, I don't type no extra words, just Niji.
Just need you. Look what comes up.
Bitch, we are winning.
That's right.
We have won.
Those are pictures of us.
The Niji have won.
We have a history, a legacy.
Scroll for days, why don't you?
Uh-huh.
Turtle Island pictures.
That's right.
Look at them beautiful brown people. So I'm just saying, you know, when you come from my people, I don't take too kindly to that. And when you call me everything but a child of God, you know, I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Mhm.
But we're not going to agree on everything.
That's right.
But we need a collective effort.
We have to come together on what's happened to us, what's happened to all of us.
Right. And if you gonna straddle the fence and be FBA and ADOS
That
and
ADOS.
indigenous, it's gonna make it confusing because we on the 6th or 7th or 12th reclassification.
Hmm.
You know.
Now we're starting to reclassify ourselves. That's how deep,
Well-
the mind control has gotten.
Well, that started with black,
Hmm.
and that started with Jesse Jackson and that African American ship.
Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud.
Right. And a lot of these classifications we've given ourselves haven't really had our best interest at heart. It hasn't bared the result that we've been looking for.
And not only that, our people themselves haven't gone for all of these classifications. There's always different generations that have gone for this or gone for that.
And I understand that. And right now, it's the younger generation going for the FBA thing.
Hmm.
And don't worry, I'm a young auntie, but auntie still understands, you know, 'cause I get it. But when you don't know how to properly explain yourself, then there's a problem. When you're using words like tether and shit like that,
And
and delineation,
hmm
I don't think tether applies. Because I looked up the word tether, you know, I got time. I looked up the word tether. It don't really make sense to me. Hold on. Y'all eating fruit, family?
You should.
Y'all need to get some cantaloupe.
That's right. Get some cantaloupe and we got some watermelon for you. Hey,
What was I looking up?
tether?
Right.
Right.
See, I don't even use language like that.
Who-
What the fuck is a
who-
tether?
Who does?
They do, obviously.
Hmm.
Okay.
They're
Tether.
reaching. They're reaching.
What is a tether, y'all? That's not a tether. That's cryptocurrency. Okay, definition. To tie an animal with a rope or a chain. To resist. Okay, let's look this shit up together. A rope or a chain. The second definition is a smartphone in order to connect a computer and other devices. That's what I'm saying. Y'all,
Let's deal with this first one. To tie an animal down. Who's the animal? They? Who's the animal? I mean, they're not even thinking about. Remember, we always tell you, words, no matter what they are, have an origin, and that origin doesn't change, even though society may change the meaning. Its original meaning stands always.
okay, what y'all saying? In tether is an off-code immigrant.
Off code.
They all nicknames, and we'll never see FBA. See,
See, that doesn't.
I think they using too many man-made words and they don't know the motherfucking meaning. So that's where we come in. We're gonna tell you the meaning of this shit. And I'm telling you, when you say FBA, you acknowledging that the colonizers reclassified you. When we say Niji, it's before the colonization of this land, the Niji of Turtle Island.
And we say, that's right, of Turtle Island. We don't call ourselves Americans.
right.
That was the name that was given
Well,
to this country,
it's
not by us.
It's one of them tricky names, you know. It's rumored that Indian, American, Puerto Rican, Mexican. You know, it's a lot of cans on this land. But it's been infiltrated. The Mexicans, the original Americans, we don't use those terms. We
No.
use Niji,
Niji.
excuse me, of Turtle Island. That's deeper than FBA.
Has a deeper spiritual meaning.
And we ain't gotta agree on everything. We just need a collective effort. That's all.
And in order for anything to work, it has to be inclusive for all people. Remember, we are the first.
Right.
We are the original. So anything that we do affects the world, just like anything we've done has affected the world.
Right.
And our inventions and throughout our culture, our music,
We with you. I'm just, we playing word games.
When you say FBA, that just encompasses everyone
In the video that I'll post for you all
on the
later,
planet.
I don't want to give too much of it away, but in the video later, you could be foundationally black Asian, you could
Sure.
be foundationally black European, you could be foundationally black Hawaiian, foundationally black Samoan, because there's black people around the world. So that's your choice. You
That's
could,
right.
baby, you could call yourself whatever you want.
Well, I'm going to call myself an indigenous Niji of this land, of my land, and I know I'm come from the soil. This is my land. This is where I was birthed. This is where our seeds grow.
And guess what? Seeds grow below the foundation.
That's right.
I'm saying you're the very roots
That's right.
of this world,
You
of
are
this
the
land.
ground. That's right. You are
Not
the
just
ground.
this land. You're the roots of the world.
Sure.
So when you say foundationally black American, you're just limiting yourself
That's right.
a little bit. You know, and I ain't mad at you.
No, but we can't. But we, as Nijis, can't afford to do that anymore. We can't afford not to acknowledge our ancestors. We, in fact, are the ancestors now. We have to leave a legacy for future generations. We have an opportunity to show them, to teach them, to write our narrative the way it actually is, instead of letting someone else write our narrative.
That's right. It's been too many false leaders. That's why we tell you all to join us on this journey.
We tell you also to be more sovereign. You have to lead yourself. If you don't love yourself, if you're not being the best version of who you can
What?
be, that, what you say? What you say?
Nah, I'm just reading. And I'm like, what?
If you can't be the best version of yourself, what's the point of even being?
Okay. Let's talk about it. I'm here to talk to you. As long as you're talking constructively, I will talk to you. Now, I already told you, we ain't got to agree on everything.
No.
Okay? I already told you that. Now, when we say anybody can be foundationally black, child, you got to acknowledge that there are black folks around the world.
That's right, all over the planet.
All over the planet.
In fact, all darkly pigmented, melanated people are considered black.
Not only that.
They were considered black in Europe way before they called us black, or we called ourselves.
Can you tap me in, coach? Because I just want to. Okay. Anybody can be foundationally black because we affect the world. Yes? Everybody want to hop on the black bandwagon. What makes you think that other people ain't going to hop on your black bandwagon and it ain't going to be foundationally black Samoans?
That's right.
Ooh, it's getting wind. The ancestors is in the wind, baby.
Well, you know what we say, when the
What?
wind blows, that's the ancestors
Baby, what
nudging us.
What makes you think that everybody can't be foundationally
Black.
what the fuck they are? You can be foundationally white. This is what I'm
You
saying.
could be a foundational asshole. You know,
At its core.
at its core, right?
This is all I'm saying. But we
It
gotta,
doesn't hold any true meaning.
Right.
It's not direct.
Okay, now let's talk about it. You say anybody can be native. That's exactly motherfucking right,
true.
baby.
That's true.
That's exactly right. Anybody can be native. That's why we don't say we're native.
That's right.
I don't know if you skipped a few episodes, but we never said we were Native American.
Never.
In fact, we know that the Native Americans was not only a political party, but that's applied to the Siberians, and they only got that classification in the 1970s.
That's
we
right.
don't want to be Native American.
No.
Let me tell it to you again. Yes, anybody can be Native, and we agree with you, baby. But we ain't Native.
That's right.
Native is a motherfucking soap. Native is a deodorant.
Native is just very loosely used now. Like I said.
Just like what? Black.
Oh.
Black. Very loosely loose.
You know, are you a foundation? What about the brown people here? Are they foundationally brown?
That's
It doesn't
all I'm
make
saying.
any sense.
What's my opinion on boycott? I like the sound of boycott.
I like the sound of anything that's proactive.
But Pete, I remember when you said, I remember when he said a few weeks ago, that word boycott, because I heard that y'all was boycotting Target. That word boycott is tricky.
It's a tricky word,
Because
right?
Protesting is different from boycotting.
Exactly.
Let's look it up together, family.
Okay.
But on my loose understanding of boycott, you looking for an end result, and then you'll come back to
Right.
whatever you
You're
boycotted.
willing to negotiate.
Right.
We're not willing to negotiate with who we are and what we are.
We
There's no
willing,
negotiation there.
right? We willing to boycott that shit. I mean,
We're
what I said, protest.
We're
Right.
willing to protest.
See, we throw too many words. Okay, so boycott, withdraw from a commercial or social relation as a punishment or protest. Okay, I get it. In a sentence, we will boycott all banks which will take part in the loan scheme. Okay, it could be a punitive ban, forbid relations, corporation policy, handling goods, to refuse to cooperate until made whole.
Say cooperate. See, we're not cooperating. Let's look up protest. Let's tell them what protest means.
I'm pro boycott. I'm pro protest. I'm pro
Standing up for yourself.
just pro sovereignty. Whatever the fuck that takes. Do that shit. When y'all withdrew y'all money from Target, that affected Target.
Sure.
I heard it was like the Target makes $2 million off colored folks every day.
Well, imagine if we took that money and put it into ourselves, or what we could do with our communities, what we could do with our schooling. You know, we just want to be left alone to be able to grow and to nurture each other and to live lives that we want to live, that we were born to live.
Okay, protest. Let's go over the word. A statement or action expressing disapproval or objection to something. Second, in law, it's a written declaration, typically by a notary public, that is a bill that has been presented or payment accepted or refused. Okay, a declaration, firmly. That sounded a little more powerful than boycott. But at the end of the day, I feel like it can't be in the streets. I feel like we have to withdraw ourselves from their system, whether it's economically, whether it's not paying attention to they, just let's take back our minds. If we could do that, we'll be straight. We'll be straight. My booty hurt.
Your booty hurts.
My booty hurt. Sitting on this hard bench, my booty hurt.
You know, and it's about knowing who you are. You know, not comparing you. That's the problem. So many of us compare ourselves to other people. Think we should be like other people. We should be no one but who we are, who we were born to be.
Right.
We were born to be the Nijis of this land.
Yeah.
This is our land, Turtle Island.
Okay, I'm reading y'all comments. They be coming in slow sometimes. Okay, they call it boycott because of the refusal to spend money. Exactly. Just like what Rosa Parks, what she perpetrate?
Boycotted the bus system
Right.
because she wanted to sit up at the front of the bus, which she had been doing
And
anyway.
I'm like,
all
with
the
her
time.
light-skinned ass, come on now. How much fuss did Rosa Parks really? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know about that shit. I feel like that was a setup too.
Yeah, of course it was.
Shit. Call it what you want.
Just don't try to follow the North Star.
On the real, but that's what I'm saying. We need to come up with our own system, our own community.
Well, we can only do that if we come together and we pool our money together and we work for each other. We create together. That's the only way. That's the only way.
Right. That's what I said in the video that we pre-recorded before this live stream. I was like, if y'all got some business ideas or something, y'all need to hit us up.
That's right.
If we gonna venture capital together and buy some land together,
that's right.
we need to hit each other up.
We need to create our own stories, our own narratives that are truer to who we really are, that are not so vague and open. The Black experience. Let's talk about the Niji experience.
Okay, let me get down.
What you say? Let's talk about you and me, like for real. In real time. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about building each other and building our communities.
How do we connect in real life? Well, first, we need to screen each other because we need to screen each other. Before, I ain't sending my address out, but I will tell you to email realtalk 8553@gmail.com. We right here in the Chicagoland area.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know where we at. I mean, the way motherfuckers be pulling up on us.
Yeah.
Hey, we know you. Everybody know where we
Oh
at.
boy, boy,
So,
boy.
do y'all know our ancient creation story? The Popol Vuh. No, I'm afraid not, friend. I
No,
don't know
I'm
that one.
sorry. I know that life was created by the Creator all over this planet. I know that God is omnipresent in everything. I know that we have to be in spiritual alignment to be more God-like and to be the gods that we're supposed to be. Now, I know that much. And a lot of that, and what I know that we need to be more spiritual because it's not about what's happening down on this 3D as much as it's what's happening.
And the source, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
God is omnipresent. It doesn't matter whether you call him Allah, Jehovah, or whatever. The
Yahweh.
recognition of that is that.
Is that of that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's right.
And creation, God created life all over this planet.
Mm-hmm.
We just happened to be the first civilization.
Mm-hmm.
We were civilized way
Wasn't no
before
dark
everybody.
ages here.
No,
It was already electricity.
that's right.
See, they've been lying about the whole planet.
They've lied to you about every single
I
thing.
mean, you could call me a flat earther if you want to.
There
but
you go. Let's not.
the earth is flat, though.
Okay.
And see, that's the thing. If y'all would just do y'all research, you'll realize that this is a torus field of
Right.
energy.
That's
this is a
right.
plane. That's why in the word planet, take off the T, it's a plane.
That's
They
right.
been knew that. The Masons been knew that.
That's right.
Everybody been knew that. There's an above world and there's an underworld. As
that's
above,
right.
so below.
Tell them.
In the Bible, God split the heavens and the earth.
That's
he split
right.
the waters
For
in
a
Genesis.
reason. That's right.
For a reason.
For a reason.
As within, so without. So
Mhm.
you can't tell me nothing contrary to that. And there's proof that things started right here.
That's right.
There's proof that things were closer than they appear to be.
And there's no
proof of that.
greater universe than the universe within, because this universe within extends all.
Excuse
out.
me.
Sorry.
Excuse me. I am in the picture.
Yes, you are in the picture. Now I'm out. I mean,
Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you. I mean, call it what you want, but we not living the way we think we've been living.
no.
You know what I'm saying? And if they lied about everything, including what we living on, our home,
Mm-hmm.
our earth, our land,
Mm-hmm.
our names, our everything, if they lied about all that, then how you gonna go to these people and say, look, you did me wrong, cut me my motherfucking
Cut me
check?
my motherfucking check. No, it doesn't work like that. It
See,
never will.
what you gotta do is be willing to prove that you were originally the person they fucked with.
Mhm.
Ain't no statute of limitation on murder.
That's right.
You all can get what you asking for, but you gotta go back further than black, baby.
That's right.
You gotta go back further than colored and Negro.
and all that other. You have to go back to the original.
That's just like when the women went to court, y'all mentioned in the comments, and they got reparations when we go to court. I can't go to court under a bunch of aliases.
That's
At
right.
the end of the day, you got to say your original name on that docket. What was your original name?
That's right. What was your original
That's
name?
all I'm saying.
And state the case plainly.
And it wasn't fulfillment by Amazon. That's all
No.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't black. It wasn't Negro. It wasn't none of that shit we came up with. In fact, we use Niji because it has spiritual meaning, but it wasn't even Niji on those documents.
That's right.
When they first came over here on that
Original.
Jesus Christ boat,
That's right.
like I said, that y'all think slaves came off of, but they really didn't. It was just Jesus Christ.
We were the copper-colored people.
When they came off that boat, you
That's
were the
right.
original people.
That's right.
When they first wrote the word American, it's the copper-colored people, originally applied to the indigenous people of this land, but now applied to the Europeans and their descendants. You got to go back to that original meaning. You got to go back to the genocide. You got to go back to the murders.
That's right.
There's no statute of limitation on murders, but if you're looking for slavery,
Hey, slavery has been around since the beginning of time.
And those-
Everybody on the planet suffered slavery.
now let me get in the picture.
Okay.
if you talk about slavery, honey, everybody was slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And what appears that they got reparations, they really didn't.
Just
it was
payoff.
just a payoff.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bargaining tool to keep them slaves, to keep them in that pinwheel, in that cycle, to think that it's
Keep
okay
control
over them.
Over them.
But you notice they can't get no control over us.
That's
they
right.
failed miserably at slavery with us.
That's right.
They didn't have to bring us off no boat. We were already here.
We were prisoners of war.
That's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. Prisoners of war is different. And you asking for something based off of war that ain't even over. Everybody else's war has been done.
That's right.
They still reclassifying us.
And everyone else came from somewhere else. We've always been here. See, therein lies the biggest difference of all. We've always been here. We weren't transported.
And the war ain't over.
No.
So you telling them to pay you off from Jim Crow, baby. It's still Jim Crow in them laws.
That's right.
It's still one drop rule. It's still black codes
It's
and
black
black laws
codes
and
and
black
black
this
laws.
and black that and black. It's blickety black.
So
It's-
much so you'd have to be into the law to know the law. It's so many things. That's why we say all the time, it's important to be sovereign. It's important to do you. You don't need the society. You don't need anyone to verify who and what you are.
Okay. Somebody said, who or what individual or individuals will pay the price for the murders? That's a good question. Now, which murders you talking about? If you talking about coming off a boat from Africa, then maybe you need to talk to Africans
That's
for
right.
putting you on that motherfucking
That's
boat.
right. That's
maybe
where you
need
get
to
your
talk to their
reparations
trade ass.
from them too.
Okay, if you're talking about the killings in the street of our young men and women, then of course you get, that's isolated reparations though. How do we collectively get reparations? That's a good motherfucking question. I feel like we got to give it to each other because these hunkies ain't gonna give us shit.
No.
And I'm tired. We've been talking about this shit since the goddamn 60s and reparations. God damn it. We got
We've
to
been
help
looking
each
for leaders
other.
instead of helping each other. That's how we
Right.
built those communities in the past.
That's all I'm saying.
You know, we took care of ourselves. We didn't give a fuck about anyone else but what we were doing for each other because we knew no one else was going to look out for us
Right.
but us.
Now, somebody asked the question, should we claim sovereignty? You can.
You can.
I believe, the Moors, what do they do?
But claim it. You should live it.
No,
Claim
it's something called, not citizenship, but nationalist.
No.
You could claim yourself as a nationalist. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Sure.
Now, is that necessary for Tim and Phoebe?
No.
Because because we don't give a fuck.
That's right.
What people think, we don't care what's on the dockets. We already
No.
know us. Okay,
That's
so
right.
we're not looking for, to be nationalists, but go ahead.
Go
Do your
ahead.
thing. Do your thing. You could be a nationalist. You ain't got to be no fucking citizen. Ain't no codes for the whites, and then ain't no protection for the blacks. So you might as well be a nationalist and get your nationalist benefits.
Whatever they may be.
Right. Let us know. Let us know. 'Cause
Whatever they.
maybe. Yes, you are sovereign without a birth certificate.
Sure.
That birth certificate was just like a business
contract
license.
to sell, a bill of sale, basically. Selling you to the government. Your parents turning you over.
Parents. They're
Right.
renting you.
There you go.
And you an expensive motherfucker to rent.
That's right. Well, you already know how much your melanin is worth. Millions of dollars. Our melanin, our very makeup of our skin.
That's right. Hey, y'all. I love y'all so much. You say American, you say indigenous American, that's cool.
That's cool.
Say indigenous American. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to play word games
No,
all day.
we're not here for that.
We're not here to pick on the weakest link all the motherfucking time. We don't give a
No.
fuck about the Africans.
No.
We don't give a fuck about the FBAs
We care
or whatever.
about ourselves, our
Yeah.
people, our family. It's
Yeah.
about the love that we can share. It's about the consideration
Yeah.
that we give each other. It's about building and supporting each other.
Yeah. And, just working on that collective effort. That's all. That's all.
If we all stop just
Bitching?
bitching and bullshitting
Bitching at
and
each
come
other.
together, that certain things have happened to us all. Okay, we've all been discriminated against. We've all been put down by this society. You know, it's time for us to raise our heads up, not allow society to dictate our lives any longer. That's being sovereign,
That's
not
right.
being a part of this narrative here, not buying into all this bullshit,
That's right.
this illusion of inclusion, because they'll never include you. That's why you have to separate yourself and be sovereign, because you'll never be included.
Why you want to be included in they bullshit?
Right.
We so fly by ourselves. People want to hop on our bandwagon. We
Yeah.
go all over the block in these white neighborhoods talking our shit
That's
because
right.
we know we the best.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Stop it. Why y'all want to be on other people's bandwagons? Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
We got our own thing.
On the chicken wing.
Not only a chicken wing,
Right.
but we got
That
our
was
own
racist, I'm
thing.
sorry.
That wasn't racist. You looked at me funny when I said we're having watermelon too, because we
Yeah.
are. It's just what we do.
But we live for y'all. We went live. We went live.
What you say?
Unc too cool to move.
I'm just trying to stay cool.
Oh, the real.
That's
It's
why
hot
you're
as
not doing so much moving.
it's hot as a motherfucker out
That's
here, boy.
right. No, Uncle's taking it cool.
Y'all see us high. I ain't got on no clothes. Where my son had at home? It's visor day.
Mm-hmm.
It's crop top and shorts. It is
That's
just
right.
it's too hot. Ladies, how y'all doing? Fellas, y'all all right?
They better be standing up, 10 toes down. Okay?
That's
Because
right.
we are the real men. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be real men for our real women too.
True that. And I appreciate you being a real man for me. Because I could just be my most feminine self.
Yeah.
You know?
However that goes. You know, however that goes. But I just stay in my lane and we travel together.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Mm. Oh, this is an adult drink. I keep forgetting.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Let me get you some water.
You could use some ice.
Maybe I could pour that out. We'll be right back after these special messages.
What's this? Be you. Be all that you can be. That's right.
Greetings and salutations. That's right. Oh, see-o, beautiful engine. So see-o.
Much love, family. Much love. That's right. Come out and say something.
Because we know the trolls do.
That's right.
Fucking trolls.
Well, that's the job of a troll. To
Right.
troll. To troll. So
Somebody's got to do it.
and somebody got to be real.
I make a nigga mad, but somebody got to do it. Got my foot up on the gas. Yeah, somebody got to do it.
Oh.
Watch a nigga do it. What?
I wish a nigga would.
See, he from the wish a nigga would.
Yeah, I wish a nigga would. That's the way I feel. Because I'm going to put it down real quick.
Put the smack down.
That's right.
Put the smack down. Put the smack down.
Put the love down, too.
Okay, what y'all saying? Thank y'all for teaching. Thank you for listening.
Well, see, it's not so much so teaching. Maybe it is a little bit, but we're just sharing out of our loving experience, out of our knowledge, how we're growing. We're just sharing, and that's what not enough of us do, is share with each other.
Yeah.
Things that are not satisfying, but edifying. It's different to get edification than it is to get satisfaction. Satisfaction is fleeting.
That's right.
Edification will last you and enrich your whole life. And it's about enriching our lives so that we can lead better lives.
We outside. Back outside. Okay, can you hear me now?
We back?
Okay, can you hear me now?
We back?
Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. Somebody let me know in the comments. Yes. Okay.
We're muted. Where they? Oh, they can hear us. Okay.
Yes. When that phone call came in, it fucked everything up. Oh my
Oh.
goodness. I said send us an email. Don't call us. Damn.
Yeah, we're not taking calls at this time.
Mm-mm.
This is a live feed.
Right. Y'all back. Yes.
Great.
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 Great. Great. Great. You're too cool. You're too cool.
I'm trying to be cool. You know, that's an art, especially when it's hot. There's an
Yeah.
art to being cool. Not everyone can be cool.
That's right. But if you got some fruit,
Uh-huh.
that might help.
Now, see, that's what I've been waiting for.
Go on, dig in.
I'm going to dig in.
Watermelon.
Mm. Delicious watermelon.
Make you want to dance. You know, watermelon hydrates you more than water can.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all them electrolytes. Make sure you find one with some seeds in it.
Always seedless.
No, not seedless.
I mean,
Okay, don't.
no, no.
Brrr.
I don't mean seedless.
Just, we know what you mean. Just.
Watermelon with seeds.
No, I'm just playing. How y'all doing out there? CO. Thank you for listening. See, we don't take ourselves too seriously. I consider myself a historical comedian because I don't know everything, family. But like, why take yourself seriously? We could just be with each other, love on each other, sit with each other, chill,
Because we family.
and share ideas.
Because we family.
When y'all say that we changed y'all lives, that means the world to
Boy,
us.
does it.
But it's like, man, we never thought we'd do nothing like that. You know? We just changed our own lives.
Really, we're still in the process of changing
Oh,
our
the real.
lives. Because it's an experience. And it's a great experience, too.
Yep.
To realize that, to no longer be in fear of anything. As we always say, fear is false evidence that appears real. To be open and receptive
Right.
to receiving.
Right. Now you just gonna take my whole spot.
No,
Or-
I'm waiting for you to come back.
Okay.
Mm,
Cause he's scooting more and more in the center, ain't he? He's just gonna be the center for y'all. Excuse me.
Okay. All right.
Alright. I'm getting Chief Dan Calloway surname book soon to do the research on my family. Yes!
Applause.
Ethnographic researcher, yes. You
mhm.
cannot fail when
That's
it comes
right.
to getting any of the books. In fact, I say get the whole motherfucking series.
Get the whole set,
Dang, you get free promo from your girl.
Like people used to get encyclopedias, the whole
yeah,
set.
y'all need to get the whole set because
That's
y'all
right.
don't skip no episodes.
Get your hands on anything that displays us in a positive
Yeah.
way that allows you to be better.
Yeah, and the first book we started off with, because we've been following them so long, was the genealogy book.
That's right.
But he got the book on It Was Told in Reverse.
Mm-hmm.
He got the book on how they lied about Harriet Tubman, how they lied. He got a movie out right now, I think. Oh, they lied about Rosa Parks. They lied about everybody.
They've lied about every goddamn
everything,
thing.
everything historical.
Everything.
They've lied about it.
That's why you have to step aside and do critical thinking. Think for yourself. Think about you.
So I say, yeah, go ahead and get them. It's a little change, but I'm telling you, a few dollars will make a difference for the rest of your life.
You're investing in yourself.
That's right.
Okay, and there shouldn't be any dollar amount on you investing in you.
That's right. That's right.
Before you invest in anything, invest in yourself.
That's right. And knowledge is the best thing to invest in.
That's right.
Invest in your health. Invest in the way you look. You notice we ain't out here eating potato chips. We got watermelon.
That's right.
Okay, that's an investment in ourselves.
Out here breathing this air.
That's right.
That's right.
Let's invest in each other. That's right. Yep. Well, some of us, I don't know, don't speak for everybody now. Mr. Indigenous American mixed with Black European. You, my friend, can be Indigenous American mixed with Black European. And some other people, but some of us, we're not mixed with any Europeans.
We're pure.
Pure.
We're pure.
And then you find out, hey, I may have some Irish in my family. It may not be more or whatever the fuck. It may be something else.
Sure.
So.
Sure, but you won't find that out from any genealogy test.
No, you got to talk to your relatives.
That's right. You have to do that paper search, that paper research, going back in records.
Right. So we live in real time.
And 9 times out of 10, anything that you so-called was mixed with was considered black anyway.
Like we said, the Irish were considered black for a long time before they came over here. And then when they came over here, they went through the same bigotry and all types of
Sure, darker pigmented Italians and Spaniards and things were considered black. So you could very well, but that doesn't erase the indigenous nature in which you come from.
That's
here.
right. He said,
That's
here.
Right. Here.
Right here.
Right here, because that's where your ass is. Right here.
Right here. All right. We live. I'm trying to read some of these comments, y'all. They be coming in so fast. Love y'all so much. We've been researching, getting my family data on my heritage and ancestry, but I ran into a wall after I got to my great-grandparents in 1820. What are some methods I should use? Well, what kind of wall did you run into, honey?
And remember, so many records were burned. A lot of this information, once you start gathering it, you can feel in your heart. You know who you are. You know what resonates in your heart. Just because the paper chase stopped at a certain point doesn't mean that it has stopped altogether.
Yeah.
Sure.
I miss my cigarette holder.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We love y'all too. We love y'all more than y'all know. I'm telling you. We love y'all more than you know. That's why
right.
we come on camera and we talk to y'all, because this is real talk. Even if we ain't talking about shit.
At least we talking, and that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking a bunch of bullshit either.
No, it's better to sit in silence. Talk a bunch of bullshit.
You know, sometimes knowledge speaks very loudly, very precisely, but wisdom always listens. It calculates. It goes back. You know, that's what wisdom does. We all have a little wisdom and a little.
A little sexy?
No, you got a lot of sexy.
Yeah, but we all have wisdom and knowledge.
That's right.
And that's how I know you all are not only knowledgeable, but you wise, because you listen. You listen.
Right.
Y'all listening.
You enter, you understand, you overstand. That's a part of wisdom. Being able to take all the knowledge that you have and use it.
What y'all laughing at? Y'all always laughing.
What they laughing about?
I don't know. I must have said something funny. I don't know. Oh, I think the 1890 census was burned in the fire. Of course it was burned in the fire.
When they that plane attack on the Pentagon was to destroy records, financial records and otherwise. Think about it. All of this has been a plan. 9/11, you name it.
Yep.
The pandemic that just happened. All of these have been social experiments to keep us down, to control our minds and bodies even more. Recognize the real. You know, if you believe on If you believe that we went to the moon, then you might as well believe there's a man on the moon too. That's how fake so many things are. You have to
Yeah.
realize,
Let
you
me
know.
read these comments. So. Right. I've been said that. Your name ain't from no slavery.
No.
I've been said that. They see that's the thing. We have our forefathers, indigenous forefathers' names.
Hmm.
My last name, his last name, this daddy's last name, and the granddaddy's
That's
last
right.
name. Whoever your daddy was or whoever was taking care of you, that's whose last name you got.
That's right.
Stop thinking you got Massa's name.
No.
God
Got
dang.
Massa had your name.
Really?
Okay? Massa had your name. We were first. He
It was
came second, third,
motherfuckers
whatever.
wasn't calling themselves Johnson and Watson
No,
in Europe
no,
before
no.
they touched down over here.
That's right.
Stop playing with yourself. That's why you find us all over the world, statues of us all over the world. What's an indigenous statue of us doing in Germany? It must be something powerful there.
That's right. That's right. See, that's what I mean. They harness their power from taking ours by making us weak. You
Weak,
know,
weak how? Weak spiritually,
we.
family.
That's the most
That's the
important.
only way they can make you weak is weak
Mm-hmm.
spiritually, where you start believing the okey doke.
Uh huh.
When
When you
you
start depending on them to tell you.
and then somebody said I came in late. What are the books we should get? You should get the entire collection of the
Mm-hmm.
Dan Calloway book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you should get the genealogy, the reverse, the Harriet Tubman story, the Nat Turner story, and then if you're ready spiritually, you should float on over to Harry B. Joseph
Oh.
and go on get his book too.
Mm-hmm.
What's his book called?
Because he deciphers that Bible,
What's his book called?
the Book of Wisdom.
Book of
The
Wisdom.
Book of
How could I ever
Wisdom.
forget? Now, if you ready for that, go on and float on over and get the Book of Wisdom, Volume 1 and 2
Because
as well.
it'll also help align you spiritually. It'll give you a better understanding as to a lot of these metaphors and things that are said in the
And
Bible.
as well as secret symbols.
That's right.
So, most definitely,
Okay, we're back.
hold on. We back?
Yeah, we're back.
We back, y'all? Okay, cool.
Okay.
I don't know why these people keep calling us trying to fuck up my live stream.
Just like they come out of the woodwork to say something to us. You know how it be.
No, well, it's okay. You know. You
Oh,
come
when
out.
people do that, yeah.
Yeah.
But no phone calls.
So stop calling
I
us.
keep saying
I
no
ain't got
phone.
no bills.
We're not taking any phone calls.
Shit, I ain't got no debt, so I know it ain't no bill collector.
Hmm.
Stop calling us.
And we're already right here with our family. So what
Right,
else?
right,
What else do we need?
right. You know, YouTuber Karimio. Yeah, I heard of Karimo. Karamo.
Karamo. Yeah.
Karimio.
Okay. Well, what about him?
I think he's cool. And I think he has his own lane.
Hmm.
We need everybody.
To have their own lane.
Right. And he's very historical
Hmm.
and very to the motherfucking point. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like I say, us on the other hand, we like historic comedians. We come to you in a down to earth type of way in which you can understand and digest the
And
information.
you can relate, and we bring it to present tense,
Right.
not past tense.
Right. But
Like,
we need both.
sure.
That's what I'm saying. A balance
Sure.
of
Sure.
both.
That's why we refer people to certain people
Right.
to get certain things.
Yeah, Karimio is cool. I personally, you know, no shade, because I love you.
Love all
I,
our people.
I don't watch it because I already get it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I'm sure people who need that detail by detail definitely watch Karumo. Yeah. You get those useless calls too. Yes, it be
Oh,
scammers and we're from the medical assistance, some bullshit.
we're calling about the warranty on your car and all that other
Your
bullshit.
motherfucking refrigerator
Some,
is running. Why don't you go catch it?
somebody in Sri Lanka. Okay, somebody in Sri Lanka calling.
Like, leave me alone. But yeah, we live. We live. I don't know why I wore a thong today.
You know why?
Thong, 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 thong.
That's about as much bondage as you're gonna be in.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna strap you up, tether you to your butt.
Tether.
Tether you.
Don't tether me.
Don't tether, tather. Tomato, tomato.
I think it's pronounced Coremail. Okay.
Okay.
I could dig that.
Much love.
Much love.
And much love to him and respect.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As long as he's doing good in the community, we applaud.
You do good in the hood, the
We
universe
applaud.
will
Mhm.
provide.
That's right.
You do good, the universe will provide. You know.
You will manifest.
And do good without expecting nothing in return.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
To be in service of people, you'll get all the returns. We're supposed to
Look
be in
at this,
service
y'all.
of each other.
I'm going to flip the camera real quick. Look at this. Y'all see these East Indians playing basketball? They've been shooting bricks for days.
They always shoot bricks when they come out. Have you ever seen one play good or
I'm like,
even decent? But you know why they playing basketball? Because of us.
like, bruh,
Uh,
what are you doing?
Not playing basketball, just throwing the ball around.
Damn.
It's not the basketball
They
we
always
played
come
in the
over
hood.
here and
Okay? That is not b-ball.
fuck out of here with that shit. Shooting air balls and bricks and shit. No, but we live.
And see, America has always imported its immigrants, and there's a reason. Because they want to dilute the mind and control. The more people they control, the more they can control. Plain, simple words, okay?
They come over here, they playing basketball. You go over there, they've been kicking around the soccer, the
Uh-huh.
same soccer ball for the last 150 years.
Now they come out to pristine courts and things of that nature.
Nah, but we chilling with y'all. We chilling. We chilling. How y'all feeling? What y'all want us to talk about? We could drop some more jewels. You know. We just be chilling most of the time. Shit.
That's right. You can't take all this bullshit serious.
Mm-mm. Hey to everybody who just hopped in the chat. How
Hey,
y'all doing?
welcome.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm always doing great.
How you doing?
I have it no other way. I'm not going to let anyone stop my show. And this is the Tim and Phoebe show, by the way. So
That's right. Can't nobody stop this show. But like I said, we recorded a whole video and we'll post that later. We just wanted to go live, you know, talk a little bit to y'all, shoot the shit.
shoot the shit.
That's all.
Talk about the real and the fake.
Yeah.
You know, things that have to do with us today, now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about building generational wealth. It's about unity. It's about coming together as a collective and moving together
Yeah.
for a divine purpose. Okay, for a divine purpose.
That's gonna take all of us.
Or every last one of us.
You know, these little isolated events. That's not helping the collective.
No.
These little isolated events, the Creek Indians getting citizenship.
What does it mean? Do you really want citizenship to a country that has killed your people systemically over time, had killed the minds of our people? Is that what you want? You want to be a part of that? You want the government to recognize who you are when this government is bad from the core?
All right, we got a question.
What's the question?
Do y'all believe all foreigners are provided with grants, benefits, etc.?
Just about all of them are. We know that.
Not all,
I said not all, but
but we do believe a strong majority who comes over.
mm-hmm.
Now we know there's some who are poorer than us who come over
Sure.
here for a better life and better opportunities. We're aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're saying there are benefits that exist for the immigrants who know how
Mm-hmm.
to get them.
That's right.
Those benefits don't exist for the indigenous
For
people
us at
of
all.
this land.
At all.
You see what I'm saying? So if we would just help each other rather than look into an outside source to help us, we've been crying about this since the 60s, this reparations thing. If we would just help each other collectively, if we would just go to the hood and help each other
Mm-hmm.
collectively,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would change the world a whole lot quicker than expecting dividends from anything other than the stock market,
Our
baby.
actions with ourselves is what dictates what the world does.
And like I said earlier, ain't no statute of limitation on murder.
Or murder.
Unless you're ready to go to court and prove that you were the original person of this land who was reclassified over 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're ready to get back to the original, it's just,
It's
it's
trivial pursuit.
it's an upward battle.
Yeah, it's an upward bird. It's trivial pursuit.
We do better helping each other. We do better helping each other. We do better helping each other until we get that. Like I say, it's nothing that they don't even want to acknowledge the shit that they did to
They're
us.
not acknowledging it. That's why they give out these stipends of money and citizenship. What the fuck does citizenship mean
And then
in
y'all
a country
going
like
over to
this?
y'all going over to Africa to get citizenship, like Sierra, like Lil Jon, or whoever the fuck else. I don't know. I don't keep track of that stuff. But your fight is with the Africans who sold you into slavery.
If you believe that, if you believe that, then take it to the head. Take it to the head. Take it back to Africa.
But we're sovereign beings.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a nationalist, but you don't have to be a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to be caught up like that.
And as I said, we are not natives. Anyone can be a native.
Yeah.
We are the indigenous. We are the aborigines, as Malcolm said, of this land.
And
Turtle Island.
I'm wondering why CC went over there and got citizenship when we the ones who supported it.
I wonder how much they paid her. Because it was money involved. Why would she
Right.
go over there for free?
Right.
In a country that she's never really even been into, has no ties to, yet they're offering citizenship. See, that's that
Because they
illusion of
DNA
inclusion. That's that inclusion, that illusion of inclusion, even over there.
Right.
They now have the illusion that they should include us.
Mhm.
It's all delusion.
Mhm.
It's all delusion.
Mhm.
Stop going for the bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. It's just to reinforce that lying slave narrative that coming from Africa. I know where I came from. I know where my family has come from for hundreds of generations.
And like
it's
I
right
say,
here.
You want to go to Africa?
That's all right.
Go for it.
Go for it.
There's some beautiful places there.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure.
Some beautiful places around the world.
But you will never be as empowered there as you will on your own land where your own people lived, died on. The land of your ancestors. And like I said, I always say, we are the ancestors now.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for us to set the tone for the next generation. And it shouldn't be that of confusion, illusion, and delusion.
Yep. You know that
Going for the okie doke.
shit is old.
We're not asking for anything but to be left alone.
That's what I always say.
We can make it and we can break it on our own. We have to separate our minds, bodies, and souls. We have to.
Yeah.
You can't be a part of the problem and expect to get a resolution from it.
Right.
Okay, that's just insane.
Yeah, we following you. We following you. But it's good to talk to the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been love on the run lately. We've been outside. But we'll invite you in the house eventually. But we gotta keep
So,
this
yeah,
this energy out here.
yeah.
Let it neutralize on the real. Cause motherfuckers be tripping.
And it's so beautiful to be out,
Yeah.
outside in our country, out in our
Yeah.
nature, where we belong.
Yeah.
You know, where we belong.
Oh, it's so good to see the trolls.
Oh, the trolls have finally joined us.
Yes.
Okay,
How y'all doing? Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Oh my
still keeping
God.
up dumb shit, huh?
Yeah, like I said, that's why we keep this energy out here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are not in the crib with
That's
us.
right. We don't need that bad energy, that negativity.
Yeah. But you know, just let them roll on by, family.
Mm-hmm.
You getting you winning.
That's
Like I
right.
said, you winning. Just skip over that shit.
For us to come this far, we've already won. We just have to recognize that we are winners.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
all. Put more stock into ourselves instead of the words of other people.
You got to keep them mad.
Um,
Get up on their ass. If somebody got to do it, my foot up on the gas. If somebody got to do
that's
it.
right. Somebody's got to do it.
That's right. G class. Watching Niji do it.
You
What?
know.
They like, what are you on? This the alpha and omega, bitch.
That's
Welcome
right.
home.
Welcome home.
Shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Or stay. It helps with the algorithm. Oh, the real.
That's right. The more you talk,
That's right.
the more you talk shit.
That's right.
The better it is for
That's
us.
right. Because this
Okay.
crooked smile got it going on.
Mm.
See, it takes a crooked smile to get your attention. And,
Mm.
you going to pay for it.
Nah, you gonna pay
you
for
can't
it.
pay for it.
You can't even afford this.
So fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make a fuck. Like, when you roll like us, when you got such good energy like us, can't nobody phase you. That's what it is to be a sovereign being.
Hey, that's what it is to be
Baby,
a god.
I was picked on in school. Don't you know this melanin disturbed people?
No, it entices me, but
See, everybody mad. Everybody mad. Motherfuckers mad. Motherfuckers mad.
Well, what's mad? Mad
guess
is just
what?
opposite of sad.
Misery loves company.
Well, they have.
You got all the company.
Ah,
We here to keep the world company. Because you paying us with your attention.
that's right.
Did you know that? That's what streaming's all about. You think everybody like Tyler Perry? No. But you see that motherfucker streaming, don't you?
That's right.
Okay.
He's on every channel.
Fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, ain't nobody said worse than my mother-in-law. Ain't nobody hurt my feelings. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
Uh-huh.
Can't nobody hurt my feelings, baby.
That's right.
You see this skin? That's tough skin.
Mama prepared you well ahead of time.
Well ahead of time.
That's right.
Well ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Well ahead of time, because it's good enough to be on camera. But what you look like, we don't know. You hiding behind a keypad. We don't even know what the fuck you look like. And guess what?
We don't care. We don't care.
We don't care.
We don't care. We don't see you.
So go on. Keep looking at me. Keep looking at me and my imperfections, because I'm very secure with myself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for helping the algorithm. Thank you. Now, what else y'all want to talk about? I mean, I could get up on your ass because somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it.
Your mama didn't do it.
Nah.
Your daddy didn't do it. I get up on your ass.
That's right. Because we police our own around here. We the sheriff of our shit. That's the part of being sovereign. We don't take any shit.
Where y'all from? We from Chi-Town, born and raised.
That's
Southeast
right.
side, crazy.
That's right.
Chirac, crazy. That's where we from. motherfucker, and we living in the Chicagoland area. We chose a rather quiet suburban life over the city life.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we from. Where you from? Rep your set.
That's right.
Where you from? Where your mama from? Where your daddy from?
And then we'll tell you who you are.
Right.
Okay.
Now his people, your people from Cairo, Illinois.
That's right.
Okay.
Cairo, Illinois, Mound City.
Okay.
And you all know about that.
Okay. Then they moved up north, you know. On the playground is where they spend most of their days. Chilling out, maxing and relaxing, all cool, you know. But shit. VA all day. Chi-Town crazy. Texas crazy.
That's right.
Open carry state. We conceal carry. You won't see the strap when it's
That's
coming.
right.
You won't see the Beretta when it's coming.
That's right.
It's coming though. Where you at? Where you at? Rep your set. Shit. Houston, Texas, Buffalo, New York. Stand up.
That's right.
Shout out.
Stand up.
Brooklyn, where you at?
Stand up for yourself. Shout it.
Southside, where you at? Massachusetts. In the motherfucking house. Dallas, Texas in the house.
Dallas, Texas.
Where you at?
That's
Pull
right.
up. Let's pull up. We looking sexy together. And all our imperfections. We looking sexy together. Pull up.
That's right.
Where you at? We love y'all. It's all love.
All love.
Guess what? Love outweighs hate. They can't
Every
phase
day.
us.
That's right.
They can't penetrate the Niji nation.
That's
This is
right.
the Niji nation now. We are a collective of Nijis. We ain't delenating or alienating. We need everybody on this movement.
That's right.
Okay? But what we don't need is the bullshit. We don't need it.
Those fakes. Those fakes. That's right.
Okay, what we don't need is the bullshit. But come on.
Fakes
Stop
like
it.
Umar.
Umar's dead.
I know.
I think he went over to Africa.
He killed himself.
On the real, he's dead.
Really?
Between, he's dead.
He's dead.
We ain't talking about that nigga.
Right.
On real, Niji, I put that shit on everything. Stop playing. We put that shit on everything. Let me have some of your square. Shit. That's okay. Because guess what? My community's going to be with me when I look like this, and then when I look like the best version of me. When you look like this, and then there's going to be a best version of you. And they're going to be like, we've been subscribed to you since you had 17,000 subscribers. And when you hit 1 million subscribers, they're going to be like, God damn, look at y'all. Y'all look even better.
I'm going to say, look at us.
Look at us. We
look at
all
us.
looking better together.
All my niggas are rich as a fuck.
On the real.
That's right.
Fuck out of here.
Look at us. Look at me.
We love y'all, though. Florida in the house.
That's right.
Detroit in the house. By way
D-town.
of Georgia
Okay.
and the Carolinas.
We know about Georgia and the Carolinas, don't we?
Oh, yes. Auntie has a cigarette every now and then. Yes. It's like old Hollywood glamour. Yes. I enjoy my cigarettes. I wish I could have smoked them in buildings and hospitals like they used to. Okay?
Hey, and we created that tobacco. Okay, that
No,
came from our land.
The earth
The earth.
created the tobacco.
Right. But
We cultivated
here.
the best tobacco.
That's right,
Okay?
here.
We ain't taking credit from Mother Earth.
No.
Okay? Shit.
Oh. No, that has to be a balance. We're just trying to live in harmony.
Yeah. We love y'all so much. Sometimes I just gotta be quiet and enjoy the wind.
Sometimes you gotta just listen, just feel. Slow down, stop.
Drop. Open up shop.
Well, that if necessary.
Ancestors is all in the wind right now. My first job was in tobacco back in Brigham. You go on.
Go on. Tell them
Go
about
on.
it. Tell them about it.
Go on.
Because that tobacco is as much a part of us as our identity, as our names.
It is. Why you think you always see the smoking Indian? The tobacco statues. It's in our DNA. A lot of people ask us, well, what was your culture? What was your this? What did y'all do? We doing what we've been doing.
The first distiller Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
We back on? Somebody say it's muted. We back on,
You back
family?
on?
Can you hear me? Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now somebody said, let me go back up to the comments. What kind of music do we listen to? Well, right now, I got a little symphony
We're
on.
listening. We listen to all music as long as it's good music.
Right now, we got Gianni Shishini Opera by Giacomo Puccini. Okay, that's how these Nijis roll.
Okay.
We know the benefits of binaural beats.
Sure. Music that says something, something that says something to your body, your nerves.
Not always words.
That's right.
Okay?
And see, a lot of the music now, the words are just full of shit.
Yeah, but when we do listen to some music, you know, it may be a little doughy.
Mm-hmm.
I may be feeling like Doechii. Listening to Alligator Bites album, I may feel like T.I. back in the day. You know, what you know about that? You know?
Hey, I feel like an astronaut.
I feel like astronaut in the ocean
That's
another
right.
day. You know, so
Uh-huh.
you gotta listen to all the music and whatever moves your soul.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because music is the melody that the soul needs. You need music.
That's right.
Like you need art, you need beauty.
Mm-hmm. So they said their granddaddy always had that wooden pipe. You better believe it.
Mm-hmm. And he lived a very long time, didn't he?
I bet he did.
Okay.
Yep, that 1999, that 2000s music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's good too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's just try not to listen to so much Diddy.
And remember, they had to change the music because music moves people.
Yeah,
They didn't want you. They don't want you moved by the music, except in a negative way. Now,
yeah.
you know, they want you on that lower chakra all the time.
On the real, everybody talking about what that pussy do, how she gobble and swallow and all this other shit. You think they wasn't talking about sex back in the day? It was just more eloquent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when motherfucker said, "If you are lonely right now," bitch, that was the goodbye song. You will never. Come on.
When Ethel Waters was saying, "Come up to her place."
Yeah, come up and see me sometime. That might be before some of you all's time. Ethel Waters and Eartha Kitt and
Mm-hmm.
Marilyn Monroe.
Remember,
Yeah.
our women have always represented since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we do it for y'all. Honestly, you know. We know everybody can't have tough skin like us. We do it for y'all. Super thanks in the house. Super thanks in the house.
We appreciate it.
Ooh, ooh, drop them dollar bills on me. Nah, it's for the community.
It's
We
for the
love y'all
community.
so much. We love y'all so much. Lisa Rivera, shout out to you. Shout out to Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Lisa.
Listen,
Lisa.
It sounds like Lisa's been listening.
Lisa's been listening.
Yeah, Lisa knows.
Love you. Yep. That's right. And shout out to everybody just joining the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Much love. Much love to you. But yeah, you got to listen to everything. We listen to all types of music.
You have to be willing to receive from all over the place.
And then you got to sit long enough to receive.
That's right.
Sit still.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. What else y'all doing? Music with positive frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
I play the keyboard and I realize how they hijack the music. You damn right
You damn
they
right
hijacked your
they did.
sound. Stop playing. All they've been doing is rehashing our stuff.
Mm-hmm. Listen to every commercial on TV. They rehash some shit that no longer the licensing is valid. So
Right. And you know they ain't getting nothing.
You know, because they can't come up with anything. They can't create anything anywhere close to what we do.
They ain't never been original enough to.
No, that's not their stilo. That's not their MO.
No. You know, hey, got to put on a little lips would get dry.
Yeah, I'm glad mine happened. Usually I'm like,
Well, it's good energy. We've been keeping the
Sure.
frequency going. You
Hmm.
know, if you get dry when you talking to somebody, they taking your energy.
That's right.
They taking your
That's
energy.
right, friends.
Hmm.
That's right.
Peace and love. H-Town in the house.
That's right.
Hmm.
Because we all together in this shit.
Man,
We all together. And I don't care where you at, where you live, what you're doing. You're still a part of this.
it's the Niji Nation, like I
That's
said.
right.
Niji Nation. We need to take a note from the Nation of Islam.
Hmm.
Take a note even from the Moors
From from
and the nationalists. How
from the
they?
Jews, right? How they take care, how they educate
Because
each
guess what?
other.
They took a note from the original people first.
That was us.
A spiritual connection.
You have
A
to have a
spiritual
spiritual
connection with the land. A spiritual connection with each other.
with these words.
I don't care what you call the source. You could call it Allah. You could call it Yahweh. You could call it Elohim. It goes by many names.
That's right.
Mother Earth, Gaia,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you call it. Hell, you could even call it Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever resonates with you, just remember that the power is within you.
That's
You
right.
have to have Christ consciousness.
Within.
You have to raise your vibration to become one with the source.
That's right. You have to align yourself with the universe, with God, and the planet.
That's within you.
That's right.
You were created whole, but we're constantly remembering, reassembling.
Mm-hmm.
We are one. That's what Frankie Beverly said. Wasn't it Frankie Beverly?
Yeah, it was Frankie Beverly.
We are one. I wish I could play that song right now, but it's copyright.
Copyright. We can't play any of the music we really want to play.
Man, it
No.
would be DJ time.
It would be messaging the music all
On
day.
the real.
Get you on a certain vibe. We need to get back on the vibe. We need to vibe out with each other
Yeah, man.
in a loving and positive way.
Yeah. But we doing good so far. Like I said, Nijis are winning.
Mm-hmm.
We have won. Feel good about that. Ain't like when you go to Google and look up Niji, you see who's winning.
You see pages. You see a page full of things.
You look up some other things, you may see a bunch of other things. You know?
Yeah, and see, us collectively, we're the one that created that. That's why Google had to show that.
Yeah.
Because we collectively, there's so many of us who know the truth, who are speaking the truth. Google couldn't deny it.
That's right.
And it can't be confused with ninja or any other bullshit. When you say Niji,
Yeah.
indigenous,
Turtle Island.
that's right. You don't see a bunch of people in Africa. You don't see a bunch of people anywhere else but here.
What's up, y'all? Maryland in the house.
All right.
Much love to Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, let's get some shouts out from all around the world.
Hell yeah, man.
You know, wherever you're from. If you're over in Europe, shout us out. Shout yourself.
He said, true. Google be tripping now. Hell yeah, Google be
Yeah,
tripping.
it's
Google ain't the end all be all.
No.
We just saying that we in the algorithm. You know, it's deeper than the foundation. It's the very roots that we're affecting.
grassroots.
Yeah.
That's in any effort has to come from the ground up.
Okay. The last
Wow.
question is, where is y'all OnlyFans? Look, y'all, if y'all trying to get freaky, that's
Yeah.
only after dark.
And we have a after dark.
So stop playing. Stop playing. We know you be the first subscriber, okay? I know. You waiting for us to bust it open. Thirsty ass. Get out of here.
Shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up.
That's
Everybody
how-
gotta be silly.
That's not what we're about.
No.
No.
But we can.
We can do anything,
Anything.
like those you say.
You could be anything.
That's right.
No, people crazy out here. And when they hide behind keyboards, they say all types of shit. You know, just let it roll. Just let it roll. We probably gonna get up out of here. Shit. We accomplished what you want to accomplish.
Yeah, you damn right. I accomplish what I want to accomplish just about every day.
Yeah.
As I said, we're not striving for perfection. We're striving for progress. And as long as we know we're making progress, becoming the best versions of ourselves, telling the truth
Yeah.
as to who we are and what we are, it's all good. It can only become better.
All right, family. You heard it here first. This has been Real Talk with Tim and your girl Phoebe. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to share this message, like, and keep on commenting. And
Subscribe.
subscribe.
That's right.
Look, we sharing this message with the world, and we glad you all were the first to see it. Be sure to run it back later if you missed this live stream. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out.